Hey everybody, this is Viper4724, and today I wanted to show off the new mechanics that are available in Ixalan. As you can see right now, I am sitting at 0 life. That's because I just lost to a deck that used Omniscience, Pull from Tomorrow, and Deploy the Gatewatch, used in a circle with Emrakul. Wasn't very much fun. At least it wasn't an endless loop because it just kept going until it killed me. But I've been facing a lot of Deploy the Gatewatch decks that have an endless loop until the turn ends and the game is over. Not very fun to play against, but it happens. As you can see, we're not going to be playing against Deploy the Gatewatch in this game because we got a red-blue deck. But let's take a look at my deck. It's not perfect. It's not anything over the top special, but it is fun to use. It's using a lot of the new cards. So, one, I am going to change out Demolish. It does work now, but I do want a card that is going to cycle. I do still want to use the Destroy support, so we are going to go with Violent Impact. And let's take a look at our deck. I love Wily Goblin. I love that it only costs 2 for a 1/1 creature, and find a treasure. So what is treasure? Treasure is create a treasure support that represents one of the 4 tribes of Ixalan until you control all 4. Once you control all 4 treasure supports, one will be randomly reinforced whenever you find a treasure. Okay, so we'll get that on the battlefield. We have Enrage with the Raptor Hatchling. Now, notice this is only a 1/1 creature. It does cost 5, which is, still halfway decent. With the Enrage effect, whenever this creature takes damage, it will create a 3/3 green dinosaur creature token with trample. So that means if you reinforce this creature and you're able to deal damage to it, or if this creature dies, you will get a 3/3 dinosaur creature token with trample. I think that's pretty worthwhile. Now, Merfolk Branchwalker Explores. So for Explore, convert X times 2 gems on the board to this creature's colors, where X is the amount listed next to the keyword. If a match doesn't happen, the creature gets +X+X. So this explores 1, so it's going to change 2 gems to green. And if I get a gem match, that's awesome. If I don't get a gem match, this creature is going to get +1/+1 when it comes into play. Another creature that I have in my deck is the Rigging Runner. Uses Raid. So if you raided, a special effect will happen. You raided if you attacked last turn. Only a single raided effect can happen per turn. I think that's the biggest thing to remember, with especially a deck with a lot of raid in it. You can only do 1 raided effect per turn. So be very careful with that. Remember what you actually want to use the raid with. In this case, if you attacked last turn and this creature enters, it'll be a 4/4 creature with haste instead of a 2/2. Now, a couple of the rares that I do have, Tilanali's Skin Shifter. It has haste. It's a 4/4. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets +X+Y until the end of turn, where X is the power and Y is the toughness of the first other creature you control. Personally, I absolutely love this card. I think it's one of the best cards available. Definitely could be considered a mythic. You can put whatever creature you want in there, get it absolutely huge, and this creature is just going to grow with it. So whatever great, outstanding, huge creature you have on the board, you also have that power and toughness to attack with the Skin Shifter. I really like it with the Vizier. Put that in with another big creature, and you can just keep growing. Something else that works really well with this, actually, is the Deathgorge Scavenger. Now, let me pre-warn you, as of right now, as of the time of this game, this card does not work. When this creature enters the battlefield or attacks, exile the top card from your opponent's graveyard. I am very sorry about that. I misread the card. Well, I'm going to take that back right now. I'm sure the card does work. But please read better than I do. And there has to be a card in your opponent's graveyard. So, if the exiled card is a creature, you gain 2 life. If it's a spell or support, this creature gets +1/+1. Great card to use with the Skin Shifter. So, you're either going to gain life, or this card's going to continue to get bigger. And as that card gets bigger, this will attack for more. Okay, the other cards in the deck are older cards. This is a standard deck. Let's hop right into the game and see how it works out. Not like that though. There we go. Okay. So let's hop in, take a look at it. I do want to apologize for reading the card wrong. That is definitely my fault. I thought it was too good to be true to remove it from the top of your opponent's library. Okay, so this card, you have to raid beforehand to put it in, so we are going to stop it from going in no matter what. When this creature enters the battlefield, we are going to explore. Okay. There we go. We do get that +1/+1. Now, I'm not going to be putting that into play yet. I am going to save my Emergent Growth to use the double strike with, and the Harvest Season I don't necessarily need to use now, but I do want to get it ready to go. So, let's go. Sorry. Whoa. Okay. So, let's go with this. We did attack now, so we are going to bring in our rated card for a 4/4 instead of a 2/2. There we go. And I would rather be playing the Skin Shifter. Hazard's Favor gets everything on the board with haste and also gives it that +2/+2. Fun to use. So we are going to be using the Skin Shifter here. It is going to be coming into play. I'm not going to use the Emergent Growth, sorry. I am going to use the Emergent Growth on the Skin Shifter with the double strike in the next turn. There we go. Now when he's attacking, he's going to get +4/+3. So we are going to get that +4/+3. We are going to get the double strike. We're going to get the +5/+5. I'm going to go for another +5/+5. We will be able to get that. So let's hit that double strike here. Make it as big as possible. Have some fun with our new cards. Now it is going to get Berserk, so it is going to get hurt, but when it goes down, it won't affect it. We will still get the damage. On the second strike, we're going to be killing his first creature. There we go. Okay. Now, with this Merfolk Branchwalker, it'd be great if we can get into play with another +1/+1. Once again, please, if any of the developers are watching, please turn off that persistent notification that comes up every single match. There are times that I want to cancel my cards like I'm doing now, but there's also times that I don't care to turn off my cards. If I do lose a creature and I don't realize that I still have the Raptor Hatchling available, I want it available to go in right away. I don't believe once you get a platinum color in the game, that should mean that you know enough about the game that you don't need that persistent notification every single time. Okay, so we didn't get a match on our Explorer, so now we got the 10. We're going to be bumping up here. There we go. So next turn, I'm going to throw the double strike on there. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to double strike on here. We're going to take that 18 that's normally a 4/4 and win. Sorry about the couple of mistakes that I've made. I hope you enjoyed the video. You learned a lot about the cards, the new cards, the new abilities. Really hope you enjoyed it. My name is Viper4724. Thanks for watching.